Fury, Painting After the War, explores the work of German-American painter Hans Hofmann during the globally tumultuous decade of the 1940s. The exhibition opens with landscape number 49. The drama of this composition reflects the growing proximity of the war to Hofmann. Whilst teaching in June 1942, he witnessed survivors being brought ashore after a convoy of ships was attacked off the coast of his Provincetown studio. As the true horror of the war came closer to home, his works grew increasingly abstracted, torn from their figurative roots to deal with the subject of painting itself. In the paintings that follow, we see how this move to abstraction takes multiple forms, motivated by his awareness of the European avant-garde and his anger at events around him. At this time in New York, the artistic community was grappling with the question of what art could and should be after the atrocities of the Second World War. Hofmann and his eponymous art school were at the center of that debate. The fluid shapes of Rendezvous and Goldregen sit jarringly against the angles of Fury No. 1 and the Virgin. As a teacher, and being older than his peers, he wasn't inhibited in his exploration of new ideas. As such, he inspired the next generation of painters, including Lee Krasner, Joan Mitchell, and Larry Rivers, giving them multiple artistic languages to communicate through. By the time that he paints Fear in 1946, Hofmann is incredibly visible in New York. Promoted by Clement Greenberg and exhibited by Peggy Guggenheim. At Mortimer Brandt Gallery, the critic Robert Coates coins the term abstract expressionism in response to his work. This label defines painting for the next 10 years and is applied to all the artists who follow him. The exhibition concludes with White Expansion and The Bland Interior. These two paintings emerge from the shadow of the post-war period with a vibrant palette, capturing the hope that permeated New York at the beginning of the 1950s. It brings to a close a truly revolutionary period in the history of modern art.